Well, welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Chad Morgan, and we are back far too soon for another entry in Netflix's Witcher universe, this time with another anime film, Sirens of the Deep. Now, personally, I don't have very high hopes for it, but I'm willing to be proven wrong, much like I will a film Nightmare of the Wolf. It wasn't fantastic, it wasn't lore accurate anything, but it was okay. Just barely fine. And when it comes to the Netflix Witcher universe, that is high praise, especially coming from me. So I really don't know what to expect. I've heard some of the leaks, some of the rumors, and I reread the short story in preparation for this. So I am prepared, but there's so much contradiction. There's so much ill will between me and Netflix that I can't say one way or another. But let's see how the rest of the panel is doing, how excited they are for this newest entry. I'm sure they're all rearing to go, especially my co-host, who I've never seen before tonight. He's just never there. And let's introduce my other half, the Jew to my ginger. Adam, are you looking forward to this?
First of all, it's Tuesday. I'm not supposed to see you till Saturday. This is weird. I don't like this. This feels odd to me. I feel out of sorts. Yeah, I guess I'm ready. I read the short story in preparation. I'm very interested to see how they're going to butcher it because, as we were talking about a little bit ago, there's not much to this story for a visual representation.
Mhm.
There's a lot of character work going on here, but it's sitting around talking, Geralt macking on a girl, misunderstandings, falling in love instantly, all kinds of fun stuff. But I don't know how this translates to a Netflix. What do you say? What is this thing? 45 minutes? Is that what this thing is?
It's an hour and a half.
No,
it's a movie. It's a movie.
No, can I quit now?
It's too late. It's too late. You've made an obligation.
I can't even play Stellaris. I'm on the wrong partition right now. Jeez, this isn't good. All right, let's get this over with, and I can guarantee we're not going to see mermaid titty.
Oh, I can almost guarantee it.
And I'll be happy to be proven wrong on that, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
Well, as you point out, the short story is incredibly short. Depending on if you're looking at the PDF or the print version, it's 40 to 60 pages. It would have been fine as an episode in the TV show, but it is nowhere near deep enough and have enough breadth to be translated into a film. So they've got to add, they've got to change, and they're definitely not going to accurately represent the second sentence of the short story, which was describing the mermaid's breast. And Andrei Sapkowski does not take things slow when it comes to titties. There's 3 short stories, I think, that just start with tits description. But the man who knows everything about tits as the ruler of hell, I'm sure he's seen quite a few down there. Devil made me do it. How you doing? You looking forward to this?
Yeah. Well, that's let me couch that. No, I'm a fan of trashing Netflix Witcher, so that's what I'm excited about. Another time of being disappointed. No, I haven't got to read that short story. Like I said, most of my information from The Witcher has always come from the games. But I do love to, like I said, to tear apart them thrashing all the good stories that everyone tells me there was with Witcher series. So, yeah.
Well, I think you're in for a treat when it comes to thrashing because expectations don't sound like they're very high. But we do have our diversity shield here who will protect us from any bad criticism, negative criticism that we get for reviewing this show. Our gay representation, our trans wannabe representation, Dermy Wormy. I'm sure you're dying to watch this.
Sure. We'll say yes to that. Listen, I already know why I'm here. I've been here for most of your other Witcher stuff, and also, well, it was the way to get you to watch Doctor Who. So I have to punish myself with this, so you will punish yourself.
And that was the deal. And there's still a lot of Witcher left. Are you looking forward to at least Liam Hemsworth, the live action?
I hope it comes out on a weekend so I can drink while we do it.
Well, that's what we all pray for. I've not waited for the weekend. I'm currently drinking a little bit of whiskey straight up, ready for this. But let's move on to our last panelist, who she is the female representation of the stream. She brings us the ability to talk about tits to the level that we're going to. She's going to bless our tit discussion, which will be rampant throughout this because we're expecting mermaid titties. Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, you've read the short story as well recently for the first time. Are you looking forward to this? You think it's going to be any good?
I mean, I'll give it a couple points if they do show us some nice mermaid titties, but I'm not banking on it. If anything, like you said, I've read the short story, and that's really my knowledge on The Witcher. I have not read anything else of it. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. I've seen the show and been disappointed season after season, more and more so. But I'm kind of a noob when it comes to the lore. But after having read the short story, yeah, there's no way they're going to stay true to it because it is not nearly enough to cover an hour and a half. And like Adam said, there's so much character work here. It's so much more about what Geralt is thinking and his relationships with Essie. That it's just, I don't think it's going to translate well to whatever the heck this hour and a half mess is going to do. So
Hour and a
I'm looking forward to
half.
making fun of it. I'm looking forward to
mining.
making fun of it. I just feel bad that I can't partake in some drinking because I'm suffering some con crud and don't want to ruin my voice any more than it already is.
I mean, if it's bad enough, I have Southern Comfort.
That doesn't
Mm.
help her.
Yeah.
No, but it helps me. That's the important thing here.
Yeah, but it doesn't help me either because I still have to hear you either way. All right.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to break it out. But for anyone who's watching this who is new to my channel, I am not what I'd say a Witcher expert. I don't like to call myself an expert in anything, but I am more knowledgeable on it than the average person. I've read the books many, many times, played the games many times. The short story, while not one of my favorite short stories, I think is one of the better ones in Sword of Destiny, the collection of short stories that it comes from. And if we're just as a little background for it, this is Andrei Sapkowski's dark take on The Little Mermaid. That's a thing he did quite a bit in the short stories mostly, but in little ways in the novels as well, taking classic fairy tales and working them into his world. So if you're familiar with the framework of The Little Mermaid, you're going to see little references to that, hopefully, in this film. So we'll see how they balance out the source material and the inspiration for the source material. And I don't know how they're going to balance that because, as we've seen with the live action Little Mermaid Disney film, modern Hollywood isn't quite a fan of the Little Mermaid. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how
Well, all
they
right.
butcher it.
So the mermaids in this are supposed to be green.
Green
Mhm.
nippled, not like completely green necessarily.
Okay. All right. I was thinking like all green. Which
I mean,
was
if we
so
need to see
fun.
some green nipples, I can go get. some
Shut
green-
up. Shut up. No.
Oh, and you bring it up. I do need to make this clarification. They've already got many things wrong in the lore, with just the fact that they call it Sirens of the Deep. This is a pet peeve. I've been talking about this for a year on my channel and Adam's channel. Sirens and mermaids are different things. Okay. And it looks like it's gonna be talking about mermaids. The
Well,
show,
here's
the animation is about
Here's the
mermaids.
thing. The story's barely about the mermaid. She's like the mermaids aren't even antagonists in this in the
No.
original story.
Mhm.
They're horny, is what they are. She's horny. She's not.
They're not like, yeah, the demons of the deep, and yeah, the other monsters that we see aren't sirens either. The fish-headed men, they're not
Mm-mm.
sirens. There's a clear and distinct difference. The only lore explanation that I've heard some people who are a fan of the Netflix universe try to justify is in a Polish. So the original books are in Polish. They got translated into French, and apparently in French it doesn't have a distinction between mermaid and siren. And then that French translation got changed into English, and obviously it says siren there. So see, it was always intended to be siren because the translation of a translation in a language that is wrong to say that there's not a difference between sirens and a mermaid says that they're the same thing.
That sounds like a Frenchie problem. That shouldn't be ours.
Yeah, France is still wrong in this, so it doesn't make it better that they
Yeah.
made that mistake.
Yeah,
But yeah.
thanks, France.
Yeah.
I'm just happy
So,
we're getting
we're-
horny mermaids.
Yeah.
So, is there going to be a trumpy trout or a fish man? Like, what are we seeing?
There's references to fishmen, and there's the villains that are supposed to be the villains. I don't know.
Yeah, there are these weird fish type men who they have like fish heads and big bulbous eyes. It's the main thing that Geralt sees is the bulbous eyes in one fight scene in the short story. That's the only fight scene in the entire short story. But
And it's very short.
Yeah,
it's incredibly short.
Not a
It's-
big battle.
and
It is a
Ger-
character driven,
and it's not Geralt at his best either.
Yeah, he's in waist deep water.
Yeah,
It kind of
All I'm hearing is I should be watching Delicious in Dungeon instead of this.
he doesn't do any witchery stuff he doesn't nothing. He's just
Yeah, he doesn't take any potions in the short story. He does put on some elixirs onto his wounds, though.
That's after the fact.
That's after the fight.
Hey,
yes,
hey, hey! He does make a sign during the battle.
he does make a sign, and he does
He
use.
throws, he
Igni
throws a
to-
gang sign.
Does he throw the middle
Probably.
finger or?
That would be funny. He also does use Igni at the end when he fixes that pot.
Hmm.
So he does a lot of Witcher stuff in this. But I think that's enough prelude. Let's jump into it. That way it can end all the sooner, and then we can get to sleep.
I like that idea.
Yeah. All right. Are we prepared?
No.
Nope.
Fuck it.
Oh no!
Oh,
Is that
Lord.
Dandelion? Are
Oh,
they
yeah.
gonna call him
Ew,
Dandelion,
he
or are they gonna
looks
call him?
awful.
Are they gonna call him the other one?
I already hate this. I saw what they look like.
You're not gonna eat that, are you?
I'm starving, but not that starving.
Good. If there's that, it's
Yeah, he's
disgusting.
not even Dandelion.
I'm tracking the monster's scent.
He's not even
I've seen
Dandelion.
an Alamorax in books. Those shoes weren't made for climbing rocks. Wait on shore.
I need to be amongst the action to compose a proper ballad. Besides, I'm more nimble than you'd think. Yeah.
Go!
I told you. Oh my god! What the fuck is that?
Yay! Unnecessary cursing.
I do love Doc Cockle in the role.
Oh, it's the actual voice actor. Okay, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, it's the video game voice actor.
Okay.
Didn't sound like Henry Cavill.
No, not Henry Cavill to Liam Hemsworth.
We don't even know what Discount Hemsworth sounds like yet.
Nope. How did they make Yaskier look gayer than he did in the show?
They actually have a talent to
Okay,
that.
they really pretty boyed Geralt up here.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's all scarred up. He doesn't look rough at all.
He's like anime pretty boy right now.
Did they use one of their Netflix in-house studios to animate this, or?
I'm guessing so. I don't think they went to like Japan or anything.
Jed, how far into the lore does this happen in the short story? Like, is this pretty new? Like, he's like kind of a new Witcher, or no?
No, he's still been a Witcher for decades at this point. He's, according to the new lore that's coming out with the new book, he'd be in his mid-40s here.
Okay.
Because, yeah, at this point, Ciri is 11,
Okay.
roughly.
Alright. I'm already saying he's only got one sword here.
Yeah, all the promotion material I've seen only shows him with one sword.
Makes it
Be
seem
great.
like they're trying to think he's new to this, man.
I mean, granted, this isn't necessarily a monster that requires silver, but still.
I have a faint suspicion that Adam's going to be upset in a moment because I think they're starting at the end of the story, or at least partway through, and then they're going to skip back.
Are they gonna? Is this in medias res? I mean, in the short story, they were talking about how like, oh, we haven't eaten in a while, we're hungry, we need the money. But
Well, a lot of that dialogue was from when they went out to the Dragon's Fangs with the Yaskier and Geralt at the beginning. So, yeah, I think this is when they go out to the Fangs, about halfway, 3/4 of the way through the short story.
well, this
I have
didn't
no idea.
happen. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
this
I've-
didn't happen. That's why I'm.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, oh, come on!
Yep, no titties.
Oh.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yep, They skipped the beginning.
And we are completely. We're in fanfic land.
There were no mermaid children. Oh, the monsters were never bad again. That wasn't the case in the short story.
Yeah.
I mean, they were defending their territory, but it was not like, aw, they're so nice.
Double the serious question is, would you?
No.
Cloud would.
Yeah, they removed the titties entirely. They're not just covering them up. There was no room for titties underneath those scales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
I don't like when it smells fishy.
Already starting very bad.
Of course, that bitch.
Oh, we're going to Atlantis. Oh man. What?
There's a tree underwater.
Sure, why not?
This is literally completely made up.
100%.
We are not going to get the short story at all.
Yeah. No,
We're gonna have Geralt. I'm predicting it now because remember, I know nothing what's gonna go on here. We're gonna have Geralt once again in their kind of thing, getting between two conflicting sides, and he's gonna help someone being hurt by humans. I bet. What is this?
Oh. When does Ariel show up?
For real, though.
part of your world.
Listen, I'd love a insert song right now. Great.
Yeah, there was nothing in the short story about the monster just eating oysters and the pearl divers stealing its food.
The fuck is
Seal
that
people!
creature?
What the hell?
What is this?
Oh, we got Poseidon.
Are they singing?
Yes, that is lore accurate. The song is they speak in sort of a musical.
Yeah,
way.
they got a language.
Just switch to English.
This council is doing everything it can to prevent a war with Bremerville.
There was no war.
Because your daughter is in love with the prince.
Yeah, they made it a prince. He's supposed to be a duke.
Humans have moved beyond pillaging pearls. They hired a butcher to murder the Alamorax.
No, they didn't.
If one sea creature is in danger, we
They didn't even know what was going on. Just pearl divers vanished.
Yes, we must fight.
Oh.
We shall take your proposal into consideration.
Mother, you cannot be
And she wasn't a
serious.
princess either. She was just some horny mermaid.
And
Yep.
naive. If a human's mouth opens, a lie is bound to come forth. Perhaps
What?
it is time for more
No,
drastic
please.
measures.
Man.
My union with Aglaval could bring peace, not conflict.
What?
I agree with my niece.
They were
This is gonna be the Sea Witch.
Yep.
This is Ursula.
Yes.
Perhaps war is not the answer, but a wedding.
Where's her octopus parts?
Our daughter could never marry a human.
Not that you
I can't
can
handle this
understand
racism.
the depth of a mother's love for her child.
Why is there a seal creature?
Apart, sister.
Did you guys hear that? Adam was talking, so I don't know if you heard
No.
that.
No, I missed it. I was.
You gotta see what the fucking seal says.
Never marry a human.
Oh no, look in the back. There's gonna be a
There's
shark one too. Way in the back.
You speak of
Top
the
Oh,
past.
Call her a
Aaron?
baron?
Yeah, so he's
What?
like, not that you could ever understand the depth of a mother's love for his child, and the seal just goes, oh, did she just call her that? That was
Looking at.
that was
But this is about the future.
great
About
writing.
me.
They didn't think we'd get it
Ah,
that she's not a mother.
I am still a member of this family and the royal court.
None of you have any titties.
Your disdain does
Yeah,
not
what's the
make
human
it
dude into this, man?
The only reason you're permitted to live is because I am keenly aware of that fact, sister.
No, of course she's the sister, the queen.
Now,
I will go, willing. Do not fret. But we both know who he loved first.
Oh.
There's a love triangle too.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Kinky. This is garbage, man.
Yep.
They're not supposed to know what these monsters are,
The monster right there.
and they have their
You just
heads. mounted on their wall?
The Alamorax didn't kill anyone.
So the humans lied.
Could be.
Are the mer people the victims?
Not necessarily.
So they're hiding something too.
Maybe.
There were 5
No,
dead
no
humans.
Maybes. No maybes. There is good and there is bad. It's that
Yeah.
simple. Just make up your
And
mind.
the mermaid didn't even slaughter them. It was like fish people.
Here's our
They
finest
killed them.
spread.
God, I hate this animation style.
Too bad you can't afford.
Ugh. This is just like when we were with that horny bugger back at the edge of the world. You're a monster hunter, but only sometimes apparently, and with conditions.
A moral code.
Oh, here's the speech, the moral code speech.
Somewhere other than Bremervoort.
Salved my heart. if
And that's all we got for it?
We only came to this latrine of a town to avoid running into you-know-who again.
Don't want to talk
And why
about
couldn't they hunt a fucking
Oh,
like
they're-
some food themselves?
Where we can
Like
or
They
can't
just-
go
they're doing a
until
Yennefer
Sauron
dig.
lead you in.
no more Yennefer.
Oh yeah, it's a flashback.
Oh, we see her titties?
Oh, hello, titties. You see an outline.
I doubt it.
Water not suit.
It's hot, Yennefer, but murky.
Nope.
This is
Her titties must be
crime.
hanging real low if you couldn't see it from there.
Oh, classic arm covering and
Mm-hmm. Her line delivery was awful there.
Is it the same voice actress? Or...
It is, yeah, it's the same. All the main characters are the same except
Wouldn't be
Geralt
right
for the
to send
TV
you
show.
out on a night like this. You cover the booze, I'll cover the bed.
That.
All I said was Tredegor's black markets are for idiots looking to buy miracle cures.
why are we getting a Yennefer flashback?
To pad the runtime.
That you have no idea
Yes.
what you're talking about or who you're dealing with.
I was hoping to remedy that tonight.
Then another thing you're wrong about. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, where's his other sword?
Yeah.
The TV show was kind of going away from that too. In season 3, we didn't really see him with his 2 swords.
How about it?
Look, I'm just saying, your moral code is getting in the way of my eating. This bread is inedible! Halfsies?
Hand over the coin you've been earning then.
Harsh but fair. So I will make you a deal. I'll take the first job that comes my way if you agree to do the same. Codes for none, coin for all. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're picking and choosing
what
Mhm.
from the dialogue.
You are Miss.
There are a few lines taken from it, and the plot is just random. The initial
monsters.
the initial mission he had, his initial bounty, was just to communicate with the mermaid and the now prince, not to kill the monster. That came later.
Forgive me, but are you Jaskier the Bard, the song dawn of Oxenford, the crooner of the continent?
Ooh, never heard those before, but yes, 'tis I! Looks like there are green shoots of culture among the ones. What would you like? A signature? A bespoke composition? A personalized ballad for your lover? Lovers? Lover?
I'm in charge of tomorrow's inbox.
Just some light cucking.
Fancy bard like
Oh, so now it's a festival, not a wedding.
the king.
Okay.
Yep.
So we need to put on a good show. And I pay well.
Yeah, and now there's a king too. Because the prince is the one in love with the mermaid.
Last time I left you alone.
Are they still gonna make the prince a
ended up
jackass?
With a child.
Oh yeah, he was a
Surprise.
dick.
It's a mistake
Yep.
I won't soon make again.
Oh, gotta mention Siri too.
Yeah.
It'll be a tough act to follow. Good thing this lot is going first. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, wait. If you like that, wait till you see my solo on the Psaltery. The Salter is like a heart, but it's like really small. It's much more practical if you ask me.
Shut the trap! I'm trying to watch the show.
That is no way to speak to your headline.
Headline? That's rich.
Does that mean what I think it means? Because I'm afraid I can only accept top billing.
A deal's a deal.
I know what our deal was, Geralt, but it's not good for my brand.
Come now.
This
have a
sounds
little
annoying.
humility. I actually begged Bradhart to give you the gig.
Little eye.
It's good to see you, Julian.
Are her eyes that drawing?
Oh, excuse my slack-jawed
That
companion.
I'm very
Gavin,
underwhelmed.
meet Geralt.
Yeah, the short story spends minutes talking about how impressive her eyes are, how much they draw your attention, how profoundly beautiful they are.
We're off together.
They're,
Right
they're
here
just
in Brimble.
normal eyes.
You were from
Yeah.
Oxford.
Oh, don't let the fancy trousers fool you. This one's a backwater bumpkin, just like the rest of us.
So I took some poetic license with my personal history.
Oh, and they changed their
Everything.
relationship. Yep.
Yeah.
Blame me.
Totally. He
Growing up in a
raised her.
place like this.
They might grow up
Mhm.
together.
He said she was like a little sister. I always imagine it as being a parallel between Geralt and Ciri and him and Essie, just kind of a way for him to understand Geralt's relationship with Ciri. Now they're just childhood
Oh,
friends.
look, he's the crier, and she's gonna be the strong one.
Of course.
Yep.
Yep.
Obviously.
I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a lot younger than him.
Yeah. Well, it's not like it's Dandelion, it's Yaskier. So.
Yeah, different characters. Oh, she's standing up to the 5 bullies.
Yep.
Oh, she's the mom instead of him being the dad figure.
Someone should do that to you, Celeste.
Oh, they turned Celeste into the bully.
Celeste?
He's supposed to be like just like the dude who works for the Duke.
I could
Wow.
have asked it, but everyone here
Everyone's got to
already
be connected.
Mm-hmm. It makes the continent seem so small.
Oh, and there
Oh, she
you go.
punched him. There you go. Man,
Thank God she was there.
Netflix just doesn't fail, do they?
Mm-mm. Please tell me we're like halfway through.
No.
Nope.
No, not even.
Ah.
close, dude.
The little shit.
What, Celeste? He was the king's bastard kid and a real prick. to
What?
boot. I mean, he probably died of syphilis in the debtor's prison.
He's gonna be right
Half
there.
Blind, crazed,
Yeah.
and salivating.
Yep.
I've not spent much
I
time
think he's still gonna be the advisor or whatever.
King Uzveld, Prince Aglavald.
Who the fuck is Roosevelt?
He's made up.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And Commander Celeste.
Oh, he's the commander.
Now he's a commander.
Prince Aglavald wanted him. What's that?
Wait, is he black?
Yeah, the
Aglavald
prince is
black?
like.
Man,
He's pretty olive.
yeah.
That's why they're gonna make him a good person. We knew that he was gonna change his personality.
Son died within the last few months and no one's held to account.
You
Jess
can't
is
have a
happy
white
there's
guy to
Jin.
root for.
Most folks know that
Yeah.
individuals just escape it.
Jez is happy there's
Our
ginger
people are
representation.
notoriously territorial, and our royals won't retaliate because Prince Aglavald
Yeah,
is
but
above
where's the
murder.
titty representation?
That is
For real though.
He's got a fro.
This is the same as every feud since the conjunction.
Oh, man,
Yeah, I don't believe that's his daddy right there.
man, yeah, Roosevelt got cucked.
Tradition awaits. If you don't join, Mum will find some way to blame me.
Oh,
You
she's
don't
got a
want my death
family.
upon your hands, do you?
Oh, my nephew. Would you
She's not a
excuse
traveling
me?
bard. She's not even a bard in this. She's just a childhood friend.
I think she still will be a bard because I've seen a clip of her singing with Dandelion or
Okay.
Yaskier. But yeah, she lives here. That's
Yeah.
different.
And she and Dandelion were supposed to be the headliners together.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah, there's no
just-
fire dancers or
Yeah.
anything.
Wait,
Right,
did they spell her name wrong in the captions?
Did they? It's
They put an E
ESSI.
at the end. They put another E at the end.
not surprising.
I would have never been able to catch that.
Coin in no time.
And by coin, you mean
Do they not know how pearls are caught? You don't catch them with nets. You don't catch oysters with nets.
Go
Oh,
down.
yeah, you harvest them.
That's why they say divers.
Yeah.
Are they hunting for a black pearl?
It's not possible for them to just pour out buckets and buckets of oysters.
And they're supposed to find lots of them. It's supposed to be the trade of that area. Pearl diving. It's part of the major economy.
Faced.
Is it actually going to be the mermaids in this version? What the hell?
What? All right, taking dibs. Is Geralt going to put the moves on her?
But they aged her up, so probably.
Yeah, looks like it.
You need a breather sometimes. Really? Yeah, you can relate?
Clearly.
Anyway, I wanted to spend time with a mysterious man who inspired so many of Jaskier's plays.
More like bollocks. I'm sure you know Jaskier is prone to dramatics.
Come now, you're being modest.
He is too pretty.
What of the song where you wrestled with a werewolf, barefisted in the forest of Molderwood under the glowing full moon?
I cured that werewolf with enchanted
He's too pretty and he's too charming in this. He's just kind of a dick in the short story to her. Not intentionally so, but he's very dismissive and distracted and pisses her off.
Saved the life of a beautiful witch and became bound to her through magic.
Oh, what the hell? That's supposed to be like understood that she knows it, but doesn't come right out and say it.
I'm simply saying.
Because Dandelion's a blabbermouth.
Delight in the grand persona.
Like Jaskier, or should I say, Julian?
I understand why I left. Outside the palace, men in Bremerford are expected to take up a trade on the seas.
That's actually an interesting cut. Julian is what he was called in Toussaint when he was Henrietta's kind of consort.
It takes bravery to stand against.
He pretended to be a nobleman to get close to her. So that's book accurate.
Set your sights beyond Bremerford.
Things were different for me. I was never unhappy, though. Sometimes wonder what life would be like.
Yeah, she's complete different character here.
My family and friends. What more could this continent offer me?
I'll offer you a lot.
So the mermaids aren't horny. She is.
You have two
Yes.
huge eyes.
Are they huge?
Not huge.
Fuck.
Normal sized. Perfectly ordinary and unremarkable human eyes.
Good
Flame
lord.
is not your strong suit, is it, Witcher?
Instead of making him dismissive, they just randomly decide, all right, this is the point where he's going to say something stupid.
Yeah, instead of putting a move on her and having him slightly be rejected.
I pity the local tap who has to
Even
follow
though she
me.
wanted it in the end.
Wish me luck.
You're the local bard everyone's been raving about. Well, that's wonderful, Essie. Oh,
I spelled it right
sure
there.
that you will do
Her name.
Weird.
splendidly. Good luck. People used to mistake her singing for mating cats, so whatever happens, just smile and clap.
Oh no, singing.
The first draft of my story was not the best edition. I added a
Ugh.
bit of glory.
Ew.
My musical
Yeah,
ears not
sounds
very
like-
good.
She's very good. Wait,
No,
singing
she's
my
not.
song. She's making it her own. Oh, this will not do.
The tempters and the haters try to make my tale about them. I invested in erasers and took care of the problem. A sword, a bow, a mighty axe, impossible to defend. No one can survive my attacks, for alone I ride the end.
Make it stop.
I want to kill
Yeah.
them all. I've never wanted to commit genocide more than now.
Her prices being what they are, we should sell
She must be the only bard on that entire island if that's the
Oh.
headliner.
My hands are tied as long as the prince is chasing that shimmering tail.
The mermaids no doubt bewitched him. They're known to be magical tricksters.
No more deceitful than humans.
I don't recall asking for your opinion, Witcher. That's right. I know who you are. White Wolf.
If you know my
Why you gotta be
name,
white?
it's because you know his songs.
That's Ursula. Oh no, it isn't. Okay.
Who is she? Princess Nispin of Maribor.
Who?
A late invitation. A wise one by the king. A good reminder there are plenty of human princesses to marry.
She even brought delicacies from home and fruit. My kind of princess.
Let's hope Adlabal's too.
I can't get over how brown he is. Wait. Why is the medallion twitching?
Yeah.
Unless she is Ursula.
Unless there's some attack, yeah. Some magic. Just an injured man showing up when it activated.
Yeah.
Since a human navy attacking us, we'd be at war by now. Are we a kingdom or are we cowards?
Told you.
Time has come. We've run out of options.
Sire, if I may, not all options. We have a monster problem off our shore, and a monster hunter in our midst.
Witcher, your services are required. Find the Vodnik who did this, and kill it.
Good luck. Ask anyone in town. He already failed at killing the Alamorax.
Because it was not the beast you were looking for.
But clearly the Vodnik are. They work for the Mer people. If the Witcher confirms that they're the ones attacking divers, you'll have no choice.
They didn't even know what the monsters were in the book. Nobody knew.
Yeah, people just know too much all the time.
Why is this giving me like Pocahontas vibes?
That
Like when they
sounds
declare
insane.
war on the natives.
It is kind of like Pocahontas.
What say you, Witcher?
Just randomly throw that in there.
Yeah. Unnecessary cursing. The sign of weak writing.
Why didn't you tell me you're from Bremerford? You know I'm not.
We just had to remind us that Henry Cavill did it once.
I had to leave this place completely behind so I could become who I wanted to be. In case you
Yay,
didn't notice,
fake
this town is
backstories.
filled with small-minded fools.
Your friend Essie doesn't fit that description.
Yeah, she's like a sister to me.
Aha! I knew it! I knew it! I could sense there was something.
More
between you
butchering
two.
of the story.
If by something you mean air and space.
She is a good woman, unlike that raven-haired, sunken-eyed, serpent-tongued she-demon. You need someone like Essie.
I need coin, peace, and quiet.
Look, you may appear to be as tough as this dreadfully overcooked meat you've prepared, but I know the truth. But underneath the armor, and the weapons, and the hair, the ridiculous, ridiculous hair, you are nothing but a softie. A softie.
What's wrong with his hair?
Softie, soft, ow.
How's that for soft? I suggest you get a good night's sleep. We have a long journey ahead of us.
And I suggest you open your heart. Connecting with another human isn't as awful as you make it seem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's not how that conversation went. Oh, gonna get another Yennefer flashback? We're gonna get a Triss flashback.
I mean, there hasn't really been a whole lot of Triss in the show by this point.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fantasizing about Essie.
We got side boob. Hey, you know.
Do something about it. I couldn't tell if you felt the same way.
I do. It's just, it's all a little too simple.
The best things in life often are.
That hasn't been my experience.
It's as if you delight in tragedy, in selecting the most difficult path.
Side
You
boob.
could choose
Boobs.
serenity. You could choose me.
That might be as
You
much as we
really should
get.
be more inventive with your fantasy skills. It's downright cliche.
Man, they even managed to uggify her in the cartoon
Even
here.
in your dreams, you can't keep up with me.
I mean, the actress isn't all that pretty to begin with.
This way. We can start again, fresh.
You sound like your sing-songy lady friend, and that is not a compliment.
Why do you push me away when I try to come closer?
Please, Geralt, wake up.
Yen,
Wake up!
Fishman!
Yeah,
They're just randomly on land now?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Oh, please God, let Essie come and save him.
You needed that for one fish guy?
Apparently. There's only one potion in the Netflix universe. Makes your eyes black and you strong. Kind of boring.
A lot of unnecessary spinning.
What? I guess they can do that.
He sighs a lot. in this.
What did I miss? I know you don't like killing creatures for no reason. That one almost killed you.
Not even halfway through.
We still have an hour to go.
What is even happening? It's just padded. I think that's the biggest criticism besides, book changes, is it's just padded.
I mean, if you don't know the books, you're probably gonna like this. But
I don't like it, and I don't know the books.
Yeah, but you know some of the games at least. You at least watch some stuff. You've absorbed information by osmosis through the rest of us.
Fans can be really obsessive.
You think I'm that smart?
I think you're adaptive.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, if you didn't know all this was just fake stuff they threw in to pad this, you probably would like it. You probably would enjoy this.
I need to know what's happening in my town. I want to help.
I appreciate your willingness. What I need right now.
But they're counting on the people who are watching this to be normies who don't know the lore and stuff.
Yeah. And we're almost at low ebb.
I don't like how everything's connected. Like, oh, I guess Yaskew's from here. Oh, I guess everyone he knows lives here. Oh, I guess he has a personal relationship with the commander of the guard.
At low tide, you can walk to Dragon's Fangs.
Now, yes, she's the one that tells him about that, but that's not how we got here.
Being your age, being fascinated in times, mistaking infatuation.
Yeah, that's why your mother was brown and you're brown.
Nope.
She had a knack for
Yeah, wow.
There it is.
Wow, that's a brownie.
I'm gonna send you the half-breed clip. Where's Dre?
Yeah, they've completely changed his character. He was a duke with no dad. He was the one in charge, and he was an asshole. He did not love the mermaid. He was fascinated by her more than anything else. Not willing to make any sacrifices.
Belongs to your kingdom.
I'm thinking
Have they even said a little sacrifice yet? It was in the short story like 30 times.
Yeah, that's like the theme, a little sacrifice, and how
What offspring could you
Geralt makes the little sacrifice again to give Essie a little bit of happiness, even though he knows he feels nothing for her. At the very end there.
Apologies for the interruption.
It's kind of the theme of the short story, little sacrifice. Not here at all.
For what it's worth, try to tell you anything.
Is there a theme so far?
Whatever you need. I'm
Humans
here to
bad?
serve the kingdom.
Humans bad, mermaids no boobs. Geralt wants to fuck something.
Some days.
Well, Geralt always wants to fuck something. Come on.
I think the theme is lame.
Of course, yeah, he's the king's bastard too. They did say that earlier, but still, everything's too connected. It's lazy writing to make everyone be connected.
Well, guess he found the hole.
Wow.
Everything looks so peaceful from afar. You never know that.
Oh, they don't need a translator in this version.
Yeah, this guy's got a serious kink.
Yeah.
Is this a scaly or a furry?
I've never seen a creature.
Scaly.
Okay.
Scaly.
You have to say, "This is love."
Hello,
Genius. What is
it?
Okay, it looks like they don't understand each other, but they still have a relationship.
They understand fondling. That's what they understand.
All I got from their relationship is that they need to keep saying that they're in love. Not really seeing the connection.
Dragons fans. They gave me nightmares when I was young.
Is it just a couple rocks, Julian? Nothing to be scared of.
Except for that.
They're changing it. Okay, so they are making it his real childhood name was Julian, not a pseudonym he used at one point.
Okay.
You know, Jed, I think I see the connection. The prince's mom was diverse, but the princess they're trying to give him is not. And so he finds the most diverse woman to hook up with.
Hey, there you go.
Like father, like son.
Kill me, and if you don't, I will. Is she the one who ordered you to kill the pearl divers?
I've never killed any divers, but I'm glad someone did.
You think you're protecting your betters? You're not. Because whoever she is, she's willing to let you die for her fights. People think I'm
So many fishies.
monsters. I'll prove them wrong. Unless you give me a name.
It was.
Okay.
What was he doing on land if, like...
Wow, they got there quick.
What did you do?
Your job, Witcher. You're as bad at saying thank you as you are at killing monsters.
What did I say? He's going to get in between two people. They're going to go to war.
I'm trying to stop a war. Why is it you seem to be pushing for one?
Nonsense. I simply understand what it means to lead.
I'll give it one thing. They're not shying away from battle gore. Give them that.
Yeah, the violence is there.
But it's violence against men, so that's okay.
I don't think it's the fight is that choreographed that well. The fight
No,
sequences.
Stab, stab, blood.
Stab, stab, stab. Oh, the mer people are involved in the fight.
What I tell you, he's going to take the mer people side. What did I tell you?
Yeah, she was in here.
Of course, that one just kind
Wait,
of...
there it is. There's the E.
He just kind of strangles her and pulls her underwater while everybody else gets ganked. Makes no sense.
Is he using R to push the water away from him so he can swim up?
How does that work?
I don't know.
I have no idea what that's supposed to be.
How does he swim up if there's no water around him to move him up?
monster I
What did I tell you? What did I say? What did I say?
The only real monster. They are slaughtering each other. The fish people attacked first.
Yeah.
In the
not-
previous,
Yeah,
the
it's
humans
not-
are retaliating hard, but still.
There is equal aggression on both sides here.
Okay, Draco.
My father reveal of this.
Yep.
Fighting too fast.
Essie, if you know the ocean, now's the time to prove it.
Follow me.
Shut. Oh, this.
Wait, wasn't that the red-haired commander? Who's his father? Is he trying to say the king is also his
Yeah,
father?
he's a bastard son of
son. Yeah, he's Angerval's bastard half-brother.
Gotcha.
Which is just more connections. Everyone's connected.
It was the prince's bastard brother.
He must be acting on his own. Aglaval would never allow such a thing.
Or he simply
Yes, because I can understand every word he says. Oh, no, wait, I can't.
That human had distracted you from your duty to protect the seas.
I warned you when I saw the Witcher. Presently, your hysterics are the only thing distracting me. I am a healer, not a fighter.
What?
So let me help our cousin.
Let's just create shit. Why not? Let's make
Sure.
shit up.
Deep breaths.
Might as well.
You know, this would be more meaningful if she had tits.
Was that the first one we saw at the beginning of the? So
think
wait,
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was cousins to the royal family.
Mm-hmm. See, everything's connected.
I want to burn down the world.
Why did the mermaids
Thanks for your help today.
stop Geralt to not try to kill Geralt when he was underwater and at their mercy?
Everyone keeps blaming
Yeah.
Those
It's
are the
too
two
easy.
who speak- get the truth straight from the source.
They meet at dawn on Founders
Because
Rock
they
each
obviously
day.
want war
Something
too.
window.
Both sides
They go
are
in the morning.
instigating
I
it.
worry the humans aren't looking for truth.
Yeah,
But
the
Geralt
prince.
doesn't take
To
sides.
exterminate us.
Yeah, the prince from the humans and the sea witch from the mer people.
Short-term profits.
Probably because they both can then rule. She gets to rule the seas, he gets to rule the throne type thing.
Basilisk scales, and now pearls. It's no longer about sustenance. It's about greed.
The Vodnik said it was hired by she. Is this a queen's doing?
It's about greed. An entire
The mermaid queen.
an entire economy on the ocean is built on pearls. But finding a pearl in 1,000 is greed. Makes sense.
The way we've treated mermaids in the past.
Oh, come on.
What passed for luck in my childhood was a cold patch of hay on a dirt floor and enough meager rations to survive another day. Your kind
Nobody
has never
asked you.
inspired that much trust.
Humans bad.
Sounds like the trapped in the past.
They're going way too hard on the humans bad. Like there is occasionally stuff that in The Witcher, but it's actually well written to show the monsters as the victims. The mermaids aren't the victims in this.
Yeah.
Nope.
What do they care about the pearls?
And why aren't they horny? I'm still disappointed about that.
And no boobs.
Mm.
Yeah. Tell me more of the time you sang for the Countess de Stael.
I've already told you that story 3 times.
I don't mean to be a pest. Your tales give me a vicarious thrill, but stop.
Gods, that Devalin princess better turn up soon.
I cannot deny a dear friend's humble words. It was a warm summer. When I was reunited with my
I could be watching
alas,
Gundam.
there'd been a blight for 2 times 10 years.
20
I could be
years.
20
sleeping.
years. So instead of making love under the stars as the fragrant
I don't believe this man's ever had sex with women, at least as portrayed here.
acrid fungi.
Mhm.
Nope.
Well, I mean, maybe Cloud in a wig.
That's the closest.
Fair enough, but alas,
I want a cookie. I don't have any.
passion. Not even a fiefdom's economic freefall is the fruit.
I just looked at the time. It's only been an hour.
We're not even halfway through.
It's too long.
Why did they take away the increased speed?
To make us suffer.
All right, Rachel, as the artistic expert on the panel, how's the artwork in this? I'm not in a position to critique that, but what do you think of it?
I would say it's kind of average. It's not, blowing me away, but there's been a few times when it's just so lazy. Like the flashback with Yennefer, when she walks away from the tent, it just looked like she was kind of like floating away.
Mhm.
They barely even bothered to give her a walk cycle.
Oh.
Especially from a distance, it's very lazy.
Oh, okay. So now she's the interpreter, not Geralt, because she speaks better.
Of course.
Because she sings.
She does know the language in the books, but Geralt's obviously the better one.
That is nothing in the face of love.
But love means being together. And she cannot live among the hideous dirt walkers.
What? That's not how it was, even.
Perhaps I can return.
She's a princess, not a pet. To suggest such a thing is beyond offensive.
I'm trying to think of solutions.
And all your solutions require loss on her part and nothing from you. Not even a little sacrifice.
There
Finally.
it is.
We can
Roll
get
credits.
Lover's spat later. Right now, I need to stop the war.
Of
Ask her about
course.
the Vodnik.
Vadgen vore data iri egadrete me vorte? Voda vadgene vedet. Ninsi veshene vodnike gadredem. Nisie doine aron.
You said you were attacked.
Shortly after your father hired me, as if someone didn't want me to discover who killed those pearl divers.
We saw you near Dragonslaves then. I could tell she and Naz was angry. You swam off without so much as a goodbye kiss. Why?
Rid crovase te de caseda pa e vorte. Te crovase e vada gale a me cassedre e tena
This complete made-up story now.
Celeste and his men fought admirably to help find the culprit who killed the pearl diver.
La medre kerva e le doine sinen e tisse gala.
This is not the reason they have a problem with each other in the story.
About you bewitching me.
So wait, he can understand her, but
No, we're cutting out the translation part. We're just cutting it out. Think that Essie is translating, and that's how it's happening.
That escalated very quickly.
And they just said they fucked. I'd like to know. Yeah.
Yeah, the short story specifically talks about how they are, incompatible physically.
Yeah.
Do you notice both? Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, I was saying in the short story, it's all about how neither one wants to just sacrifice to live on land or live under the sea. Not about hatred for each other's races or blaming for people. Oh my god, go ahead, Devil.
Both times they've been together, they were on a cliff that she dives off. How the hell did she get up there? She ain't got legs to climb.
Carried her?
Water magic.
Maybe the tide. She'd been there for hours.
Oh, now we're doing a draft?
Under the Lord's help to be fun. Fuck your law! When
Oh, what happened?
your nephew will either be on a ship or a janitor.
Look at the fishmen.
They're drilling. If they're gonna fight on boats and on land, maybe they should drill on land.
Oh, they got sharks. Cool.
Is that a pregnant fish?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, a jumping spin move. That's really good idea.
The choreography is terrible.
But it looks cool.
Does
looks
it?
cool. That's what they're gonna say.
It had the potential to look cool.
This all is just escalating so quickly, and at the same time is incredibly padded. It's weird how that works.
Humans. I can't stand the sight of them.
There. A relationship.
Oh,
Yep,
they
they
stole.
took that.
That's what
Wow.
Dandelion calls Essie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Arglevel may have changed, but I don't want any more lives to be lost.
Oh, she already doesn't love him.
Yes, I know. I also know what it's like to live alone and pure. I've been working on something since the last council meeting. You seemed so distraught over Agri.
Poor unfortunate soul.
If she has a couple of eels, I'm gonna go nuts.
Told you to take your lover's
Poor unfortunate soul.
Become human. If you did something to prove your loyalty, it's so easy.
Now,
That's
granted,
not the
she
reason
does
I
do
want-
this in the story, but we don't see it, and she just arrives at the end of the story, having made all the sacrifice. For
Well, and
him.
it makes more sense because the man that she's in love with is the one in charge. There's no dad who's in charge. So if she
She's
changes
singing!
his mind,
She's singing.
A little bit of sacrifice. It's poor unfortunate souls.
They took the Little Mermaid inspiration too far. Took the Disney
Oh, yeah.
version instead of the original.
You'll have to give it all away. A worthy fee to pay. No other way. I can't be wrong.
Just say poor unfortunate souls. Say
it
it.
hurt?
Say it.
Tremendous.
Oh, that's a lie. It didn't hurt.
Mhm.
She said it didn't hurt in the story.
It's a moment of pain for a prince to say he loves you.
Yeah, the prince can't stop the war. They're not listening to him anyway.
Good
In this
riddance.
version.
Maybe a blushing bride.
If I were with the humans, I could.
You know, he's not going to like you when you actually have titties, because he's not into that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can take this, Snoopy.
You keep that. You never know what will happen. A girl always needs options.
I despise this.
The way she said that, I thought she was talking about an abortion.
Mm.
Girl always needs options.
I don't even know why I'm out here with you two. You don't need me.
It's not true.
Geralt is the brawn, you're the brains. Obviously, I'm the beauty, but in this situation, that's not entirely useful.
Why is she the brains?
I almost said a word that I can't say.
It's a recording. I can bleep you out.
Thank you for all your help.
Not
so
gonna.
far.
No, I'll say it. He's the faggot.
How could you?
Barely know me.
Essie, that's not.
I'm here for my nephew. He's been sent to war because of the attacks on pearl divers. If you're right, and it's not the mermaids, but the humans are at fault, maybe he can be saved.
Jade!
No, Lord.
So, they're salted. The Vodnik did it. Wonderful. Can we leave now?
I'm not so sure. All of the Vodnik spears are lodged at the same angle, from below.
So?
Vodnik have legs, and yet none of them climbed aboard the ship.
Whoever killed
They're
the
really
guys-
gonna make it so the Vodnik aren't responsible like they were in the short story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were the victims all along.
That necklace is only worn by the mermaid royal family.
How do you know that?
I was gonna say, how do you know that?
I told you.
Did you fuck a merman one day?
Ken will never back down now.
We must go to the castle at once.
Excuse me.
Take you long to move on from Shianaz.
It seems my
Your
love-
sneezes are the most exciting thing that happened.
What do you have for us,
I'm
Richard?
glad to entertain.
Empty hands and a mouthful of excuses, no doubt. Arrest him.
I know who killed your
Arrest him for
girlfriend.
what?
I want to hear this.
We already know it was the Vodnik doing the mermaid's dirty work.
It wasn't the Vodnik, but the creature wanted you to think it was.
Creature.
It took the shape of a kraken, so it could do the work of 10 Vodnik.
Ha! Cracking out terrifying. Never looked at the brother because they're too brave. Kraken couldn't pull off an attack like
I didn't say a kraken. I said the shape of a kraken. It was a mermaid.
I knew it.
Aye, and a royal one to boot.
It was the queen, not the
No,
queen, the
it's
witch.
auntie. No, it's auntie.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
auntie.
How is the Kraken wearing that necklace at all?
Told you that scale
Don't
Yeah,
ask those
exactly.
questions.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
I doubt she knew anything about this. You said mermaids are deceivers and tricksters. Only one of the royals can make potions and shapeshift. The sea witch.
Melusina, I know she can do magic, but how do you know she's a shapeshifter?
How do they know so much about mermaid culture? They can't
Yeah.
communicate. Yep, she's the princess. You were right.
I
Adam.
was right. I was right. Well,
Mhm.
they're copying Little Mermaid. That's why I went there.
Your boats because she's here.
They're copying the Disney Little Mermaid. I don't even
Yeah.
think they're copying the original.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Run, Melusina!
Wait.
He knows?
Well, the Sea Witch has a love.
Are they working together to start a war?
I guess. Well, the witch lady said that she loved the humans, so.
Useless pegs.
How do you know she wasn't real?
Because of something you said. Erebor had a blight on their orchards for 20 years.
2 times 10 years. So she's not from Maribor. She magicked that fruit into existence.
Ah! I solved the case! You were in league with that sea witch all along!
So, all these attacks, all the pearl
This is a dumbass thing to say, to yell at her to run.
And Melusina!
Yeah.
Should have caused the dominoes to fall. You were so stubborn, I had to keep going. If you
Listen,
hadn't-
all I know is since this king could get a mermaid, I could get a mermaid.
You killed our people!
And I
Keep
would
that
do
hope
it
alive.
again.
Exactly.
Get you to come to your senses. Our family is
You won't be happy with a merman, dude.
11 more.
I said mermaid.
Once you
Yeah,
find
we know what you meant.
Would be disgusting.
Don't you dare speak of your mother to me.
She was my brown princess.
You fucking child.
So he was starting a war just so the prince would fall out of love with the princess mermaid?
Oh, jeez. That's lame.
Selfish. You made me do
He's gonna sacrifice his entire fucking kingdom.
This is
Yeah.
the exact opposite of what goes on. The royals want to fuck a mermaid in the original.
It doesn't even make sense. Why he wanting to go to... his motives are nonsense.
Round up the conscripts.
His motives are racism.
Is out past Dragon's fangs.
He's the
Prejudice.
guy who married a black person?
Yeah, it's prejudicisms.
I pushed for war because I thought we'd been attacked.
Oh, he's gonna be a good guy, actually.
But it was you.
Watch yourself, son.
Don't call me that. A lifetime of not being enough. And now you want to claim me. No! I'm not going to add to the bloodshed to prop up a
That looks a
disabled
lot
king.
like Aragorn's sword.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Andouille.
As much as he's disappointed.
I'm so lost. So the son that was pushing for war now doesn't want war, but I'm
I'll do just that. Dump his body too.
Yeah, he's just gonna kill his son now because evil McEvil face.
well, he's
We,
fat.
we should have guessed that the white ruler was gonna be the villain and the brown son would be the good guy.
You know, the ginger should have been evil, though. We should have stayed with
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, because again, anagrams.
They're all dyslexic.
Yeah.
That was just
Fucking
such a
seahorses.
Now they got seahorses now.
Sure, why not?
How much of this
So when
is
does
left?
Jason Momoa pop up?
For real, there's a lot of
No one would
Aquaman in
straight
this
on.
too.
What's going on?
Finally past the halfway point.
I feel we're going
30 minutes of this
So now
shit.
Essie's gonna talk him into being brave and confronting his father.
We won't see them again. Essie, I'm sorry.
And you're going to let that happen? Then
You
you're
know
not
what
better
sounds
than
like a
he
good idea now.
Remember to
I think this actress for Essie is not a good
I
actress.
know.
She's just
No.
monotone.
And who locked into the throne. Nesca was right to leave the shit out of the kingdom. I defended this place. Thought anything that went wrong could be fixed.
The accent, there's no reason for her to have an accent if Yaskier doesn't have an accent from there. None of them have an accent. She's the only one with an accent.
She's from there.
Give a sod about the rest of us.
It's not true.
Then prove it. You could stop this if you had a fraction of the courage that Witcher does. He was trying to stop this war, keep our people alive. It takes bravery to stand against a crowd that Witcher's as honorable as anyone in this kingdom.
Little sacrifice?
Yeah, now she does give Angloval that kind of lip, but it's a different situation completely, not this.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Yeah. Not just
But yeah, he was so receptive to it. That's what's going to convince him to become a merman. Calling it.
I'm with you on that. He's gonna little sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all right?
Give a little sacrifice for you.
Well, did you hear the specific wording the Sea Witch said? You will take the form of your beloved. Not that you would grow legs or become human. Specifically, you would take the form of your beloved. So it'll work on the prince to become a mermaid. Or merman.
And then the good, honest Zelest at heart. Zealous is good at heart. He'll take over the throne. Because he's really a good guy. Not a fool.
So is this a story about transitioning?
I should kill you first.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How did they get captured so easy?
Why didn't he just kill them?
I mean, Geralt could have. These are humans. Geralt could have fucked them over and gotten out of there.
Make
Come
him
on.
watch his friends die. And make it quick. I have a war to win. 2 useless subjects. No one will miss.
So what's the witch's end game here?
She rules the deep.
Yeah, she wants to be queen.
But if there's a war and if the humans win, wouldn't there be nothing left to rule over? I'm so lost.
Well, she was working with the king, so she was probably hoping that the king would spare her, make her the ruler underneath.
He's gonna do the jump that he did when he was a kid, where he jumps behind him.
Dun 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 dun.
Yasker throws him a lightsaber.
Well, hey, that's where Geralt's silver sword has been all this time.
Yep, he did the thing. That makes no sense.
Hey, Jed, it's setup and payoff.
It is, I guess, maybe. I love how all those soldiers are background fixtures, except for like the 3 in front, so they can't move or react.
They all have this. There's so many of them with repeating animations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely some repeats.
What's about to do?
Follow my lead and stay alive.
God, I hate these spins.
Oh, we are so fucked.
Oh.
I don't give a shit.
Of course, she knows magic. She knows water magic.
Called it. That's how she got up on the cliff.
Yep.
That's insane.
She knows.
So the princess is gonna save the day.
Oh, did she summon a whale?
Literally
A water whale. It's a water whale.
It's literally DC water magic.
Admiral, there be whales here.
Well, didn't didn't Ariel save the day on the ship at the end of the live action Little Mermaid?
Yeah, she took over and got the kill shot instead of Eric. Little sacrifice.
Roll credits again.
Man, she's a one-man army.
Why is the...
were they doing it? I don't know.
That's not how whirlpools work.
Man, nobody's got arms like that to throw spears like that across the water. That's bullshit.
Yep, the fish people were the good guys all along. Still, I don't get what that one fish person was doing way deep on land looking for Geralt.
He was ordered to by Marine.
But why? Just to get Geralt out of the way?
I guess.
What are you gonna do with that dinky little sword, fat man?
It's a rapier. It's respectable.
She thought that one fish person would work against a Witcher.
No, she probably didn't. She was probably expecting him to die, but to make him keep thinking that it's the fish people's fault.
That actually makes sense. I love how that one fish person was difficult for Geralt. Now even Dandelion's killing fish
Stop
people.
with the fucking aerial spins.
It's anime, dude. You have to do the weird.
Anime doesn't even do it that much.
This isn't anime. This is Americanized bullshit.
Now, I know, like, in a lot of animes, at least physics have a different meaning, but it's still in canon with the Netflix show. So, I'm not a fan of the excuse of, like, oh yeah, that dude can jump on a plank and do a double flip in armor.
Yeah.
The thing about
just
anime
because
is
it's
that
anime.
in Japanese anime, they take choreography seriously in the really good shows. In the really good shows, they take it seriously. They say, oh, we're just spinning. Oh, she's gonna go cracking. She's gonna go cracking.
Oh, I hope she goes cracking. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
all right,
never
are they gonna
go full
ram a
Kraken.
ship into her?
Yeah.
Probably. Prince is gonna come in, save the day by
No, I don't
spearing
think-
her with another ship.
I don't know if the prince will do it. He'll show up, but be pathetic.
He's got to show up. He's got to be there to take a potion.
Yep.
He's got to show up.
What about the blonde girl? You don't think she'll come in? And
Yeah, I
save
think
the
she'd
day?
be with him.
Well, she still has to peg Daniel.
Yeah, they still haven't gotten paid.
I do not believe that ship would still be
Oh,
on.
is she gonna rip him in half? No, he has to survive. He's got to become king. Oh no, never mind. I was wrong. I take.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Wow.
All right, yeah. No, I was wrong about that.
I don't know if you guys agree, but I think he's the only character I like, besides, Geralt.
He had a redemption arc real quick. But
Yeah.
he had one.
That's why
I
he
saw
had a
nothing
redemption
when he
arc.
died.
My first wrong call tonight. I thought he was gonna live to become king.
Yeah,
he's
I
not
thought
around
you
enough.
were right.
You forgot he's white and a ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ginger side is real.
I could have loved him. What the fuck?
What was that angle?
There's no way he's surviving that long.
He's fighting multiple.
Yes, spin again. Oh, that's way more powerful than Igni Blast than it should be.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate about Nightmare of the Wolf is the signs were OP. Holy hell.
Yummy.
Oop.
Cannibal. She's a cannibal.
She is.
Yep.
Whoa.
Ew.
Hey, look, it is the willow tree from Pocahontas.
I stood up for you.
Sing with the colors of the wind.
He and I had a real love. But my sister gave him the only thing I couldn't. A fry. You. I should have been on the throne with my Basine, but Darkwood took it. Took him. The pain I went through, losing the one I loved.
So she's only bad because she couldn't have kids, so it's okay.
Roz.
What is even happening?
Then again, your king didn't even care
Chin us!
Oh, he's just there suddenly.
Somehow.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Aglivon.
Seriously, where did he come from?
Deus
Was he
Ex
hiding below
Prince.
deck the whole time?
I don't. Where did he? I want to know where he came from.
Why are all the people who have no talent at sword fighting somehow making it through?
Oh, that's where he came from. They snuck up on a schooner.
And she didn't notice the giant kraken.
Who's gonna save him? Who's gonna save him?
Wait, but I'm lost.
He loves the brown boy.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna let him get George Floyd.
So he did fuck all.
So the princess is gonna die?
I love how that regular ass sword is doing the job.
Still no sign of his other sword.
Nope. I've got this.
He's letting.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Can you just kill him?
We're almost done.
Can we root for the kraken? Is that okay?
Sure.
Does any of this hurt her since it's an illusion?
He really loves that reverse grip, doesn't he?
Well, it's Ahsoka style.
Oh,
Here she
we
comes.
Go. Oh, with his sword. His sword. I bet the basic bitch one's gonna break any second now. Then
She's gonna kill the kraken.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
You fucking called it.
Geralt, catch.
Your aunt and I agree on many things. Biggest, all our problems started with
Shut up, Captain Lazy Eye. Ow.
I swear to God, if Essie goes crazy with that sword now,
Essie!
Please just throw it to him. What sword training does she has? We've got no setup for that.
Oh.
oh, okay, didn't slice it off completely. That's got a sting in the water.
But she can heal herself, right?
This is when the prince drinks the potion and goes down and saves her.
Yeah. But he doesn't even know what the potion does. Even if he finds it,
He'll just magically know.
How is?
Yeah, he'll just
So
know.
does that mean he loses his?
She
penis?
should be dead. Oh, she cut her hair?
Oh, now she got the boy hair. She's even more powerful.
Oh no!
Look at my eyes. He got distracted by her fucking eyes.
Dear Christ.
See, now's the time you would use the black eyes potion.
Black guys?
Black eyes.
It's true. Instead
Jeremy,
of just
calm
one
yourself.
dude.
Listen, my racism showed up.
All right, she comes to save him.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, what the? Where did she get the potion from?
And then he takes the potion inside her. rips his way out.
Yep.
Can I just say what we're all thinking?
What?
She swallows.
Yeah.
That
was easy.
What?
Am I supposed to think this is cool?
How's that boat still floating at this point?
Oh, no.
I can be watching a ginger-haired bitch manipulate a brown-haired dude.
Good that he
At
knew
least-
exactly where to stab on this thing.
Wow, she got real ugly.
At least Carol got the kill. I will have to say that. I'm glad he got the kill.
Oh, I thought you'd become a snack.
Wouldn't be the first time.
You should have smelled him after the Celtic. At least this time he got a bath.
Where's she and us?
No one's going to blame you if you leave him here.
Still my blood.
What did you do to her?
Look how beautiful and graceful she is.
I overestimated the movie. Of course, the prince couldn't save the mermaid in the end.
You're not
Yeah.
the only hero in the family.
That's what we're gonna get.
Don't you want to live under the sea?
Under the sea, under the
These
sea.
creatures are not our enemy,
Did I just pull a racism there, considering the black guy showed up right after us?
and we are not yours. We have been tricked, misled by those we trusted. But the fighting stops now.
Why is he still alive?
Live in peace again. I promise you. Now, let's go home.
Oh, that was a wonderful speech, dude. Definitely a worthy king.
So is nobody gonna? Okay. No potions. Got it.
No, she's got the potion still.
But
Is she gonna
I still
show
think
up?
he's gonna take it in the end.
Yeah.
that sounds like a pegging joke.
That's what he said.
Yep.
It allows its user to take their
Mhm.
most true form.
Here it is.
I'm going to marry Sheena's, and I'd like you to be there.
There's a way for her to become human. Perhaps there's a way to open my heart. Of course, we'll put all the unpleasantness behind us. Take on a new identity. None in Grim of
No,
War.
it's going the way Jed said it was going to go.
Which doesn't make sense. This prince needs to stay on the land to keep the humans in line with the new worldview he's created or given. them.
Especially since the other bastard son is dead.
Yeah.
And the king's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
How much time is left?
Too much.
She doesn't take it.
They can't include Essie's end. I don't think they'll do it.
No, but they didn't set it up for it either. That's why.
This is the smallest royal wedding I've ever attended. Princes aren't typically known for their restraint.
The fewer witnesses to the spectacle, the better. I suppose in some ways, it's your job, Witcher. Once the fish is human, my line will continue. The others, spiders,
See, he's only a racist when it comes to monsters because he had a brown wife.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason the wedding's taking place on the water. He's gonna jump in. They made a harp.
I've never felt gayer.
That's saying something.
Wow.
Yeah. Woo.
Wow, she looks exactly the same.
Her hair's up. Don't you see it?
Ah, you're right.
The moment we locked eyes, my heart belonged to you, she announced. You unlocked a version of myself I didn't know existed.
Such sweet words that she doesn't understand.
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Yep, you called it. You called it.
What are you doing? Stop!
Yep, and the short story was the other way around.
It's too late, Father.
And in the short story, it wouldn't have allowed him to breathe underwater. It just would have given him a tail, not
Your
gills.
own ego. It has become
So-
clear to me. There is nothing left for me here.
So this is just going to give the king all the more reason to hate mer people and start the war anew.
Why is he floating in the air?
Well, I like how they trust the Sea Witch's spell after what they know about her. Like she could have
That's a
very
good
well
point.
fucking getting poisoned.
You're not wrong. He's blue.
He's going to magically be able to speak their language now, too.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any other blue? Oh, okay, there are other blue ones.
He's actually a little less gay.
That's
He
really-
somehow became more masculine as a merman.
Don't
That's
get
not
your
natural.
hopes up. She's his fish beard.
All right,
Well,
story over.
Little do you know, mermaids have fish orgies. They're all non-binary.
This is your fault, Witcher. My kingdom, legacy.
Yeah, he's more angry than ever.
Fly with me.
Yep.
If you saw beyond your pride, lives could have been saved. You had 2 sons, now you have none. That is the legacy you deserve.
Ah, fuck off.
Aglaval's prepared to give up his entire life and everything he knows. I hope he's made the right decision.
You did the same thing, Julian. I'm sure the prince will be fine.
And you're supposed to get smallpox and die.
Oh, please fade to white. Please let this be over. Or fade to black. That's okay too.
And we still got at least 5 minutes.
Oh, Ben is back.
Oh.
Now, is Geralt going to do her like he did her in the books? Give her that one night of passion?
So, Aglaval got his princess in the end. Hopefully, this marriage brings peace as they hope.
I mean, you see cleavage.
Not something I'm used to saying.
You are stubborn and set in your ways. Something wrong with being part of a team. Relying on another person. Sharing a life.
I told you, I found it wise not to trust others.
But my penis can trust others.
Yep, they're still gonna do it.
Tits? God
Oh,
damn
denied.
so
Jesus
close.
Christ.
You bastards. Not even an ass shot.
We're robbed.
This is a crime.
No, he's gonna leave her like Yennefer leaves him.
More half boob.
Yep.
That's not even half. That's a quarter.
You don't have to say anything.
Essie, I'm sorry.
You don't have to really.
Is he gonna leave her a pearl?
2 days to last a lifetime.
Don't worry, I'm sterile. It was okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
man
we
bush?
almost got-
Why?
Shut up, man.
we saw a little of her side nip.
No, we saw I'm sorry, I was locked onto man.
Yeah, why were you? Well, that's you. Why were you checking
I
his
was
crotch with
surprised
her
because
tits out?
I was caught off guard.
Am I the only one that's more shocked that it's not white down there?
You have a larger destiny. You care about others, no matter how hard you try.
I mean, his eyebrows are dark, so it's kind of.
I guess.
That's what Witchers were bred for. Humans believe in destiny. But when you've lived as long as I, you know there's no rhyme or reason to this song. You simply dance along to get by. I'm not like you, Essie.
You're so much more like me than you imagine. I wish you could see that. Maybe someday you will. But for now, it's my best we have to do.
Okay, we can stop here. We
Uh,
stop here. We just stop here.
We gotta go through.
I don't wanna.
I'm gonna. I have this trick. Just not.
Okay, why do the whales look all weird in this, but when she made a water whale, it looked like a real whale, like a normal whale? It's like they're stepping on their own thing.
Oh, fuck off.
Are they having sex?
No.
Do we really have to see their weird merfish mating ritual?
Just because you and your accursed lover only have 2 modes doesn't
Where
mean
did
everyone
Roach
else-
come from?
I have great hopes for you. It's
Did
young
he
love.
buy Roach with the money?
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Still
Must be.
pearls, greed and bruised egos. Kings and queens may claim they're looking out for their heirs, but I've yet to meet a royal who doesn't care more about their vanity than their child. I wish I weren't right.
No wonder you're such a hopeless, unromantic.
Not true. It's just that normal humans have short lives. Even shorter memories. This is wonderful. but she doesn't
So is
understand.
the king gonna be poisoning the
As long as I have
ocean
someone
and
like
killing
That's
all
what
of
I'm
them?
thinking.
Jennifer, wherever we go next, please just make sure we don't run into that she-demon. Ooh, I've got it.
Where to?
The farthest corner of the continent. No culture, no comforts, no reason for that spoiled witch to be there. Place called Kangorn in the Dragon Mountains.
Oh.
And they just happen to meet her there.
Would that be it?
All right, now we can stop it. Now we can stop it.
Cool.
Now you can stop. Oh.
So, I have an important question for everyone.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather rewatch that or watch the live action Disney Little Mermaid?
That's honestly, I'd rather rewatch this. I would watch this over live action Little Mermaid. That thing was horrific, just because we had what's her face singing that seagull song.
That's true. Aquafina tipped the balance.
Aquafina tips the balance.
Is
Did you hear the
ball
scuttlebutt? Did you hear the scuttlebutt? That tips the balance.
is ball cancer an option? Just for that.
No.
No, you can't transition. I would probably choose this just because this is at least prettier to look at.
At least we
It's
got the real
prettier.
Geralt in terms of the voice. I'll say that.
Yeah, Doug
Mhm.
Cockle's great in the role. He was even great in this. He wasn't given a whole lot to work with, and they were clearly trying to blend the two Geralts, especially with all his sighing and just going "fuck" all the time. That's definitely more Netflix Geralt than game Geralt. But it's great to see Doug getting more work in the role. Nothing against him in this. Take the paycheck, bro.
Exactly. Take your money, dude. Take your money. No problem with that. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
It is.
So yeah, we'll go into this in more detail on the live stream when we get around to that. But we'll just go around the horn to get out of here sooner, so we can palate cleanse in our various methods. So we'll just go around the horn and do a brief thought. So Adam, what were your overall thoughts of Sirens of the Deep, starring no sirens?
All right. Yeah. Wow. You brought that up. There was like no sirens. Considering I went into this prepared because you said, "Here, read the short story," and I said, "Yes, sir." This was an abomination. As someone who always says it's not hard to follow the lore, it's not hard to follow the source material, they nitpicked little things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
They threw it in there so we say, "Hey, look, it's a classic. Hey, look, we pulled this conversation, we pulled this line, we pulled this moment, but we redid it to fit this retarded thing." So it's just trash. It was poor writing, very meh animation. And even so, I mentioned it on an even more nitpicky thing, which we'll go into during the stream. It's not hard to get good choreography in an animated show because you could do more with it, but it shows you they're using the same concepts they use in bad live action choreography. Well, it's a lot of spins. Spinning's cool. That's a neat trick. I mean,
They did it in Sword Art Online. They'll like this.
Yeah, but that's like in a video game and
Exactly.
in another world, and it doesn't matter there. But this is supposed to be a sort of world with actual physics. And even in the video games, we've never seen Geralt jump like that.
Never.
Geralt is not leaping 20 feet into the air. He's a
Yeah.
grounded hero, literally.
But anime.
Yeah.
No.
There are
no.
spins in Geralt's fighting thing, but not like that. Not
Okay.
leaping in the
I
air
mean-
like a ballerina fucking thing
Jed,
spinning and shit.
You say it all the time. Set your ground rules for your world. There are ground rules for the Witcher's rules for combat, rules for magic. There are ground rules that are easily followed. They just did this for spectacle and bullshit.
100%. Well, Devil made me do it. I know you're not as big into the Witcher, so you're not burdened by what has been in the source material. So, what do you think of it?
There's two things that kind of stood out to me. One, for somebody who didn't get to read the story, who doesn't know anything about the original story, it did feel bloated. I could see it without even having read how bloated it was, like just stuff they were stuffing in to make more time, taking a very small story and making it way bigger than it needed to be. And then second, it just sucked that it kind of boiled down to a simple story that we've seen a billion times, right? Girl's upset that she lost the guy, so now she's taking vengeance. Dad is prejudiced against something and doesn't want his kid to marry the girl. It's just these basic trope stories that ended up being at the end. It was nothing special that it maybe could have been if they worked on it harder. Yeah, it was just lame. Nothing I'd want to watch again. And yeah, I just wasn't impressed. But I mean, I haven't really been impressed with anything from Netflix with The Witcher as far as it goes.
Oh, yeah, this might be the best thing they've done besides Nightmare of the Wolf. I still think Nightmare of the Wolf is better, but still not very good at all. Well, Jeremy, was it gay enough for you? It was pretty gay.
Was it? I couldn't really tell. Listen, I have 2 points of myself. There's a difference between anime and an adult animated film. This was an adult animated film. This was not an anime. It's a conflation that people make all the time, that just because there's something that's made for adults that's animated, that must mean that it's anime. No, they're completely different art style and writing format that goes into this that people just don't seem to understand. Secondly, Ghost Stories is more entertaining than this movie.
Ooh. That's a deep cut, dude. That's a deep cut.
At least in Ghost Stories, I was somewhat interested, even if it made me want to blow my brains out. This was just boring.
Is it bad that I thought you were talking about Ghost Adventures, like the the
he's talking
reality
about-
TV show about people who go to
No,
haunted places.
no,
and
Jed,
He's
I'm
talking about a
about-
horrific anime from the 90s.
Really?
A
A
horrific
very,
anime.
very, very bad anime.
Both the sub and the dub are horrific. The dub is something next level bad, but the sub, even the actual story, is still shit.
You know the biggest tragedy of this is that when they did finally show Boo, freaking Adam was looking at Manbush. You know,
They had to distract from it.
That's where I was just. That's where I was looking straight into the
he
camera.
was
and said,
robbed.
It was center frame. It was center
Yeah.
frame.
That's a,
Adam, you don't ever admit to that.
well, I didn't see the side boob, so I mean, whatever. Finish up. Let's get out of here.
Well, Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, how is the man bush?
I was so disappointed that the man bush distracted from the tit. It's like you're gonna show a tit. Don't like distract audiences with a man bush front and center and then leave the tit way off to the corner of the screen. But just in general, it was not good. The voice acting was subpar. Even the artwork was more expressive than most of the voices of the characters, and the artwork was mid at best. I mean, like everyone said, it's horribly bloated with things not even in the lore, as much as I know of the lore, let alone the story. And I couldn't root for any of these characters. None of them were likable. The ending made no sense. Like, the prince should have stayed. Otherwise, like we said, the king is just going to go full-on warmongering again. It doesn't make sense.
I agree. The plot is not sound whatsoever. I totally expect a lot of normies out there, like we all said during the show, a lot of normies are going to think it's okay, be brought in by the spectacle, and not know the lore enough to criticize it from that perspective. But the plot just isn't sound. And one thing that I noticed in all of this is something that we talked a lot about when Witcher Season 3 was coming out, is Netflix is obsessed with taking inspiration from everything except the source material. We got a lot of Romeo and Juliet in this. We got a lot of The Little Mermaid, the Disney version, not the actual version. And there were definitely some Pocahontas and some Game of Thrones in the sense that, oh, we've got to put politics in some fantasy to make it good. And they just wrote those politics like garbage. Well, I knew going in we were going to get some mermaid politics, but I didn't expect it to be, oh, humans are evil. That was the depth of the politics we were getting. So I don't think this plot is sound. It's from a lore perspective, as someone who knows the lore in the books fairly well, it has virtually nothing in common besides a couple names of characters. And just like Adam said, nitpicked things, just things that were taken right up. It's like, oh, yeah, someone said pop it. It's the same story, isn't it? And a lot of limo moments like that. Otherwise, it's unrecognizable as The Witcher, let alone as the A Little Sacrifice. And I think the biggest problem is the one that Rachel mentioned, that the ending does not make sense. If you're going to go with the themes of A Little Sacrifice, and that the humans were bad, that they have to make a change, that the humans are the one where the flaws are happening. You have to have the prince who had a change of heart, who, well, I kind of threw the whole thing was on the side of the mermaids, but more so at the end, stay to rule the kingdom to prevent the war from happening. This is only going to ingrain the bigotry of the king. This is only going to incite future violence between the two species. And it deconstructs the whole thing about A Little Sacrifice. Yes, the prince would have been sacrificing a little bit of himself to go join the mermaids, but they're sacrificing a much bigger thing, peace, for the sake of that little sacrifice. And that goes against the theme of the short story and of the film itself. They're incongruent. And I think it was just for feminism. Honestly, they wanted the guy to make the sacrifice. Why does the girl have to make a sacrifice? And that was all they thought of, no matter how much it contradicted what they themselves were setting up. And then from the lore perspective, for Dermy and Devil, who didn't read the short story, throughout the story, there was this pearl that Geralt and Dandelion found in this blue oyster, and it was beautiful. And Geralt gave it to Essie kind of as like, I kind of feel bad for not being in love with you. Here's this pearl. And she sets it in this beautiful necklace, this flower necklace with the pearl in the center. and it becomes a totem for her. And at the end of the story, it skips several years in the future. She still got that totem, but she dies of smallpox, never seeing Geralt again after these events, still pining after him after all those years. And Dandelion has to carry her corpse into the woods and bury her with that pearl necklace. It's such a bittersweet and tragic ending. Netflix, it doesn't know how to do tragedy. There's such great tragic stories in the Witcher books that they've repeatedly shown that they're incapable of showing. And just to have her at the end, after being infatuated with Geralt, go, I want to have kids, so I'm okay with you leaving, is just a bastardization of such a beautiful and heartbreaking end to the story that I'm just not okay with. And I think that, yes, I am biased when it comes to adapting the source material accurately, but I honestly do believe this isn't good in and of itself. But I think that's enough for us. And I hope the audience enjoyed that. We definitely didn't. We suffer for you. And definitely tune into the live stream that we'll be having sometime around when this video will eventually come out. It'll be linked in the description and probably on screen at this point. But thank you all for watching. That'll be all for today. And we will see you in the next video. Anon. Take care, everyone.